In the next section of Project 1, we're going to take a look at how we can create screenshots, and this will enable us to capture the contents of a screen as an image. So you can pull it in as an image, or it'll capture a portion of a screen. And this is really helpful for capturing information from a web page that maybe you've done research on and you want to pull it into Excel, or if you've got a portion of a document, maybe in Word or PowerPoint, that you want to capture and bring into Excel, you can certainly do that as well. And what we're going to do is continue to use the workbook that we used in the previous projects. We're going to capture a portion of a Word document. Now I've opened up the Word file, SF company profile, and the table within that is what we want to capture and place in Excel. So to do that, we need to be in Excel, and under the Insert tab, Illustrations group, you'll see Screenshot, and this will show you the available windows that you have to pull a screenshot from, and this one's from Camtasia, but this is the Word document. To actually pull a portion of that, we want to go to Screen Clipping. That'll bring us into Word, and it kind of dims the screen. And what we're going to do is draw a box around the table, and then that will pull it in to Excel. And then you can resize it. And they actually want us to go through a couple of steps here to resize it. But we know how to do that. We just do it from the Picture Tools Format tab. So you can either use your sizing handles to position it, or if you have a certain area that it has to fit in, then you can adjust it according to the width and the height. They also want us to go in and make some corrections to it through the Sharpen and Soften area. We haven't looked at this section yet, so I do want to go ahead and do that. They want us to sharpen it by 25%. So that should change the image of it a little bit. They also want us to change the brightness, which, remember, that it's still in the corrections option, brightness and contrast. So they have you making some changes there. We've already done that previously, so we won't go through that again. So capturing screenshots from other applications or out on the web page, again, very helpful tool to be able to integrate some information from some other applications. In Project 1E, we're going to take a look at drawing shapes again. Now, I know we did this previously in a project where we inserted a shape and then we added text to it. This will be similar. We'll take it a step further and apply some formats to the shape. So some of this will be review, but we'll go ahead and try it. So I'm going to move this table below here because they want us to put the arrows. There are two arrows that they want us to insert ultimately to the right of our table that we have in our workbook. And I'm in Project 1E, which starts on page 282. So if you want to follow along, you can. But to insert those shapes, remember what we did before. We went to the Insert tab, and in the Illustrations group, we chose Shapes. And the shapes that we're looking for this time are, again, in the block arrows. We chose this one last time, but in the block arrows, we're going to choose an up arrow. So I'm going to click on that. We'll draw the arrow to the right of our table. And then they're going to have us do several things here to size it and apply styles and effects to it. So the first thing that we're going to do is change the shape height. So again, on the Drawing Tools Format tab, in the Size group, we're going to change the size to 3.7. The width is going to be changed to 2.1. Okay, and I'm going to move that up just a little bit so that it's to the right of my table. Alright, and then next we're going to apply a shape style to the arrow, and again make sure that it's selected, that the shape is selected. And then in the Shape Styles group, we're going to go to the More button to expand out the Shape Styles gallery, and then the one that we're looking for is Intense Effect, Blue Accent 1. So that'll bring that to life just a little bit more. And then we're going to add an effect to it. Again, in the Shape Styles group, Shape Effects, we're going to add a glow. And the glow is going to have kind of an orangey color to it. So in the glow, we're going to choose the third option down, which is Orange 11-Point Glow Accent Color 6. So you can see that out to the edges of the shape. Then we're going to insert text in it, and go ahead and type this in. McGuire Mutual Shares 5.33%. And we're going to apply the word art styles to this. I'm going to select the text inside so that when we apply a word art style to it, it'll apply it to the text. So we're going to go to the word art styles group, and within the group we're going to go to the quick styles, and within quick styles we're going to choose the fill white drop shadow. It's still selected. They want us to make some changes there as well. We're going to change it so that it's center aligned, and to do that we need to go back to the Home tab in the alignment group and choose center. Okay, and I know this is really small because I was trying to get the whole thing in there. I'll increase it back up to 100%. But you should be able to see now the text within there a little bit better. So, okay, now we're going to take this image that we just created and we're going to make a copy of it. And then that copy, we're going to reduce the size of it and make some changes to the text as well. So to make a copy of an image, you simply make sure the image is selected. I'm going to hold down the Control key, and you want to be careful. You want to make sure that you're on the border of the shape. When I press the Control key, notice the plus sign. Then I'm going to click and drag to the right. I'm going to release the mouse first and then my Control key. And that makes a copy of that same shape. Okay. The second shape, we're going to change the height of it and the width as well. I'm going to go back to the Drawing Tools Format tab, into the Size group, and the height, they want us to change that to 2, and the width is going to be 1.6. So, and I'm going to bring that down just a little bit. Again, I'm going to reduce the size of this so I can see what I'm doing. Yours won't be this difficult because you'll be able to maximize your window and see it all a little bit better. And then they want us to change the text that's on the inside of this. So we can click inside there, make the changes. SR Linus Fund 0.22%. Okay, so main thing of that was just to draw the shape again and then make a copy.